Hello, friends of the dark world. Today, we'll explore the depths of darkness through terrifying stories about abandoned houses. Story 1. The Breathing House. Ahmed, a young man in his 20s, loved filming abandoned places for his online channel. One rainy night, he discovered an old house deep in a remote forest, covered with tangled vines and decades of dust. The front door was half open, as if inviting him inside. Inside, a chill ran through his bones. He noticed that the walls seemed to expand and contract gently, like a chest breathing. He wandered through the rooms, filming torn family photos and cobweb-covered furniture. Suddenly, he heard a faint whisper echoing through the walls. "Why did you come here?" He thought it was the wind, until cold fingers gripped his shoulder from behind. When he tried to turn around, the room began to shrink, and the floor moved beneath his feet. The house was alive, feeding on those who dared to enter. Ahmed tried to escape, but the doors were sealed, and the windows were covered in a strange layer of frost. In the end, the house consumed him, leaving behind only his shattered camera, still recording his final breaths. And the house still breathes, waiting for its next victim in the silence of the forest. Story 2. The Ghosts of the Upper Floor. Sarah, a single mother, and her young son Omar moved into an abandoned house in a remote village because it was cheap. The house was an old mansion, full of wide rooms and antique furniture covered in white sheets. On the first night, they heard light footsteps upstairs, as if someone was running. "Probably just mice or the wind," Sarah said to calm her son. But soon, the footsteps turned into the sounds of children playing and singing old songs. Sarah climbed the creaking stairs, holding a flashlight. In the upstairs room, she found broken dolls scattered across the floor, their glass eyes following her movements. Suddenly, the flashlight went out, and 3 ghostly children appeared, faces pale as death, eyes black as pits. "Come play with us, forever," they whispered in distorted, childish voices. Sarah tried to run, but the stairs began to collapse beneath her feet, and the ghosts reached out with their icy hands. The next morning, neighbors found the house completely empty, except for the echoes of children's laughter that haunted the nights, and a new blood-stained doll added to the collection. Story 3. The Cursed Mirror. Omar, a collector of antiques, bought a massive mirror from an abandoned house in the mountains, said to be haunted by the spirits of a family who had taken their own lives there. He placed it in his bedroom and noticed that his reflection looked slightly different each day, his eyes darker, his smile more sinister. At first, he thought it was just exhaustion, but soon he began to see movement in the background, as if someone else was standing behind him. One night, he woke to the sound of scratching coming from inside the mirror. When he looked, he saw a twisted version of himself, smiling with a mouthful of sharp teeth, and behind it, the blood-stained room of the haunted house. He tried to smash the mirror with a hammer, but the glass absorbed his hand like liquid and pulled him inside. The mirror was a gateway to the spirit world, dragging victims into the cursed house to live as ghosts forever. Omar disappeared, leaving the mirror perfectly intact, waiting for its next owner to gaze into it, only to find an extra reflection staring back.